Hey, Amelia here. Let's see what's making news. First up, to a big story from the US that everyone's talking about. The Democratic Party's announced it's launching an impeachment inquiry into President Donald Trump over a phone call he had with Ukraine's president. Let's find out what all that means.
We'll start with impeachment. It's something that's built into the US Constitution to make sure presidents can be held to account, and maybe even kicked out if they're found to have done something seriously wrong. It's really rare. In fact, only 2 presidents have ever been impeached, but neither of them were found guilty. At the moment, President Donald Trump hasn't been impeached, but the Speaker of the House has started an investigation because she thinks he's done something that could be impeachable.
The actions of the Trump presidency revealed the dishonorable fact of the president's betrayal of his oath of office, betrayal of our national security, and betrayal of the integrity of our elections.
What Nancy Pelosi is talking about is an accusation that President Trump put pressure on the president of Ukraine to investigate a politician who may be going up against him in next year's election. A lot of people say it's not right for the president to ask the leader of another country to interfere in an election, or to use his position for his own political gain. Donald Trump says he didn't do anything wrong, and he'll release the official record of the phone call he made to Ukraine's president tomorrow to prove it.
I think it's ridiculous. It's a witch hunt. I'm leading in the polls. They have no idea how they stop me. The only way they can try is through impeachment.
So what happens next? Well, we don't really know, but stay tuned because things could get interesting.
Speaking of world leaders, the British Prime Minister is also in a bit of trouble. Back in August, Boris Johnson got the Queen to agree to suspend British Parliament. That's something other PMs have done before, but Mr Johnson's case was unusual because it was for 2 months, which is way longer than previous breaks. It also made a lot of people angry because it gave politicians less time to debate a Brexit deal before the October 31st deadline for the UK to leave the European Union. The UK's Supreme Court got involved, and now, 5 weeks after Parliament shut down, it's been ruled unlawful. That decision's a big deal because technically it means Mr Johnson misled the Queen when he asked for the suspension. Now, many people, including politicians, are calling on Mr Johnson to resign. But the Prime Minister says he didn't do anything wrong.
I must say I strongly disagree with this judgment.
This next story will make you look twice at some of those weird paintings in your grandparents' house. See this one? It's nice, although a bit dull. And it's also worth around $8 million. What? It shows Jesus Christ being arrested and was painted back in the 13th century. But it was thought lost until an antiques expert found it in an elderly French woman's house. It was obviously a really exciting find.
This is a major discovery for the history of art. I often say that the history of art is a huge puzzle, or it lacks some pieces, and we found a piece with this painting.
The woman had it hanging in her kitchen near the stove. Now for a collection of stories that has people and animals falling for you. And not quite like that. It's been a little rainy in the UK lately. Okay, seriously rainy. So much so that the UCI Road World Championships in Yorkshire turned into more of a swimming comp than a cycling one. Ouch! And this guy also ended up going for a swim. These fluffy little panda cubs have probably had a few tumbles since they're still working out that whole, walking thing. The 7 baby giant pandas made their debut at a breeding facility in China. Oh, just want to cuddle them. And get ready to fall in love with Disney World's favourite dog. Nala is a medical response service dog, and she helps people in distress at the famous amusement park in Florida. While every Disney character seems to love Nala, Nala seems to really love Donald Duck. Oh, if this doesn't make you smile, then I quit right now. Just kidding, you're stuck with me either way. Well, that's about it for now, but before you go, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on seeing every episode we upload. You can also hit the bell button so that you get notifications, and head to our Instagram page for more content.